There it is. My name is Susan Garduno. I'm a first senior mentor for the state of Arizona. So I do work for the mothership. Like I say, I don't know all the answers, but I know where to find them. I need to update this. I do FTC, FRC, and FLL, volunteer coordinator training as well. So if you ever need help with that, I am a coconut. I have been a coconut for 18 years. Just so you know.
What's a coconut?
It's an FRC team.
Okay.
We're in the Hall of Fame. We won at Worlds year before last. The Impact Award. I used to be a first AmeriCorps Vista for 5 years with headquarters. Then I moved into the senior mentor role. With that. All right. This is what most people feel when they hear the word fundraising. They just want to cry. But what do you want when you hear fundraising? Yeah. You know, this has actually happened to me before. So you never know what's going to happen until you try. Now, fundraising comes in all shapes and sizes. The most famous fundraiser is what?
Dimes.
Huh?
March of Dimes.
Oh, yeah.
If you can do this, what they have done, 6 weeks out of the year, they sell cookies, and it more than funds them for the next season. More than funds. People wait in line, and they buy cookies to last them. How many people have Thin Mints in their freezer? It's just,
Can't wait for the next one.
yeah.
Can't wait till.
Even during COVID, I was online ordering my cookies for delivery. I mean, it's just, if you can come up with something like the Girl Scouts have done. I mean, if you go to the grocery store, you get 3 times more cookies for $1.98. And they're more than $4 a box now. Yeah, $6 for a little box of cookies. So we're going to do the cookie philosophy today. Okay? When a 4-year-old wants a cookie right before dinner, what do? Ma, I want a cookie. Mom's like, no, I'm making dinner. No cookie. The 4-year-old's, but Mom, I want a cookie. Cookie. No, it's almost dinner time. Cookie. Yeah, Mom's here shuffling a million things. What is she going to do?
Have a cookie and shut
Here's a cookie. Now let me finish dinner. Persistence. Not being afraid of that one itty bitty little word that terrifies everybody, but yet we hear it daily. No. If you ask somebody, you know, I'm trying to fund this FLL team, I need $1,000. And they say no. Are you any worse off than you were a minute ago? Has it changed anything? What if the off chance they say yes? And we're all forgetting that there's that chance and just being paralyzed by the word no. We have to fundraise. Team sustainability is huge. We don't want one and dones. Oh, I got this great grant, so we start this robotics team and, you know, build this program for these kids. And the next year I'm not going to do anything because they didn't give me that grant again. Sustainability is huge for our kids. That's why we're doing this, is for them. Travel, food expenses. I don't know about you guys. I learned that kids eat a lot. Almost as much as the dang robots do. Because they always need new stuff. Starting new teams. Successful teams help start other teams because they want that to grow and have that opportunity for more students. FLL is limited. You can't have 25 kids on one team because the robot's this big. You need to grow. Off-season projects. We've all learned that during the summer seasons, kids get bored. Like I said, robots, they like a lot of parts. Registration for events. We need a plan. Because with a plan, things can come together. Budget in a business plan is huge. It does not have to be a 25-page document. Generally, the more precise and smaller the document, the more likely it's read. You get past 1 or 2 pages, people aren't going to want to read anything. A lot of awards require documentation. Depends on which level you're looking at. All grant applications require documentation somehow. Corporate funding. It's so fun. And for sustainability and marketing, you get this plan going. The tools that I use, I do a 1-page, yes, 1-page donation letter. That includes the header, the logo. I do a quick introduction of who we are, what we're doing, and why we're doing it, and what we want. 1 page. If you have a tax ID number, throw that baby on there. If you have a 501c3, throw that on there. 1 page. Like I said, you get past 1 page, they're lost interest. Then I do a deeper one of sponsorship levels. So it's kind of like the Olympics. You have your gold, bronze, silver. What are you going to do for me? This is what I can do for you. And when you say, what can I do for them? Well, I can help them by marketing their product. I can have it in my pins. I can put it, on all of our documentation, sponsored by. There's things you can do for your donors.
Do you have examples?
I do. I do a contact list. You don't want 10 different people contacting one business. You want 10 businesses contacted by different people. If the same business gets hit repeatedly by the same team, they will get frustrated with that. Team members and roles list. This is where you're going. This is where you're going. I work downtown Flagstaff during the week, and I can tell you, I've had softball students come in, 1-page donation letter saying we're trying to raise money for the team. Everybody in my office was digging into their wallets. Well, here's 20, here's 20, here's 20. That adds up quick. So it's not just these huge companies. I work for a very small insurance agent. It's getting out there. Mentor list. Your mentors can fundraise too. Doesn't have to just be the kids. Also with mentors / parents. Project folders, so everybody knows what they're doing. Assigning the roles. Has everybody here heard about the Arizona tax forms? Tax credits? Huge. Huge. Quick example, like I said, I have these 1-page donation letter. It is really that simple. I mean, it does not have to be a book. That will get read 10 times faster if they don't have to flip the page. Types of fundraising. Tax credits. I do this presentation for other states, and you do get the different. I think there's only 8 states in the United States that do tax credits. Arizona is one. So that's wonderful. There's small and large businesses, grants. NASA has them. There's rookie grants. There's STEM grants. When I'm in a very boring meeting, I will get on my computer and just type in Arizona STEM grant. I mean, how many people have electric companies? You get a bill every month from an electric company? Who's your electric company?
APS?
Have you ever asked them for money?
No,
Why not?
I've done it for like my classroom, but not for
EPS, STEM grant. I mean, it's that simple. I look up, and then I get a little more picky. Arizona STEM grant children, Arizona STEM grant for pilots. You can just, when you're bored, I don't know about you guys, but I hate a boring meeting, so I start looking.
And the Diamondbacks do the STEM grant too, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so yeah.
that pops up. So, and just so you know, there's even grants to host events. So tell your tournament directors, check. You know, what's the worst they can do? Exactly, we hear it every day. Like this morning when I asked my husband if I could sleep in, and he said no. I already heard it this morning, so yeah. My favorite donations, in kind. I love in kind donations. And we will get deeper into in kind. They are my favorite. Some schools allow in-school fundraising. My daughter's debate team funded their whole season selling 50-cent suckers year-round. Now, I know that was back in the day when we could actually have sweets in school. But you never know. And raffle tickets, any type of raffle tickets cannot be sold by kids. In the state of Arizona, raffles are gambling, but parents can. And then there's crowdfunding, which is the online donors choose, GoFundMe's, and we will get into those. Not my favorite.
I was gonna add too, I don't know, it's probably in your list, but you don't like a lot of school districts have donations.
Yes.
So that could be. I
Check
mean,
with your
I was
schools.
just- I know, I was thinking of.
Yeah. Ask school for money. Always ask. Yeah. And then there's the community teams that don't have those options, but like I said, there's. All right, some of my favorite fundraising ideas are here. Guys, ever been to a yard sale? You ever held a yard sale? Now, I like to do fundraisers that have more than one benefit. And I tell the parents in their parent meeting, we're going to do a yard sale in 2 weeks. Clean out your closets. Parents are like, yes, I get to get rid of all this junk. And then I tell the team members in a separate meeting, all right, this is your list of your hotels, yours, and yours. You go to these local hotels and see what they have in their storerooms for remodeling that they're just storing for no reason. We get couches, beds, lamps, dressers, free. They just donate them to us because we asked. And we sell those at our yard sale. Now, when we have stuff left over from the yard sale, the parents are always welcome to take their belongings back.
Okay.
But generally, they don't want them back, so we donate them to the local shelter. Look at all those different things we've done. The little yard sale. And you can even do a car wash at your yard sale. And if you plan it right, you'll do it in like the Applebee's parking lot. So you'll have all the customers in that area coming. You've got a yard sale and a car wash going. And then you hand them this little piece of paper that says, if you eat at Applebee's, they'll donate to our team. To a restaurant. Out, give back. So you've got 3 different things going to do this for your team. Like I said, raffles, they are wonderful. I actually raffled off a whole beef. We got a cow donated from one of the local ranches up in Flag. And we raffled off half a beef, so we had 2 winners. I even sold $100 in raffle tickets to a vegetarian. Because I said, you know, it makes great Christmas gifts. You know, to your employees or, so.
Is that, I have a question, so with that, was it a real?
Yes, we got the butchering donated from a local butcher as well. So,
And so is that marketing again for that, this or that?
yes,
That's what they get.
Yeah.
Because they're marketing there.
and they can also take it as a tax write-off because we are a 501c3. That was our choice to do. It's, not everybody is a 501c3. However, we do have one in Arizona. Arizona First is a 501c3. So if you need one, we've got one. If you don't create your own. So we do have that. We just run it through Arizona First.
You might want to tell them the difference between First and Arizona.
Arizona First is a locally state organization. It is ran through Microchip, who is our biggest, well, ally and donor. Annalisa Relato is the FRC program delivery partner, like Elaine is for FLL. Annalisa does it for the big robot, the FRC robot. And Arizona First works together as a team, so we all work together to make it better for you guys, so we can help. Concessions. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but baseball, football, volleyball, they all run concession stands. Who runs those concession stands? The parents. So I don't get to go watch my kid play football because I have to be in the concession stand. Work a deal. Run the concession stand for them for 10% of the profit. Something that's simple. We've done it actually on the college level with Northern Arizona University. They've paid our kids to run the concession stands. We don't have to buy any of the food. We don't have to deal with any of the setup here down. Basically, we go in and sell, wipe the counters down and we're out. And we get money for that. A lot of people like to set up gift wrapping booths during the holidays. I know when my kids were little, having to wrap their gifts at midnight, because, you don't want them to see what they got. They're from Santa. You can set it up right outside the store at the mall. Walmart, call them and say, hey, can I set up a booth to wrap gifts during the holidays? Parents, I tell them, bring me 2 rolls of wrapping paper. Usually they brought me like 6, so I had wrapping paper. But it's a nice little fundraiser, low cost. Like I said, restaurant nights out. Different restaurants give different percentages back. Wrap it up with that car wash or yard sale, and they give you a percentage back. Now, with the restaurant nights out, we'll get into that. I got them down here. And the Arizona tax credit, which I will get deeper into that as well. Online, you have direct sales like Pampered Chef, Tupperware. They do fundraising, and you can have an online party and get a percentage back. I think Pampered Chef goes up to 25% back, depending on your sales. Donors Choose is first supported. So there's times that someone from a first organization, affiliate, Amazon will go in there and fund double match funding for a day. Restaurant nights out, you can also do that with delivery and curbside pickup. It does not have to be in on. All right, percentages, like I said, differ. Don't settle for the immediate, we'll give you 10% back if you have your group come in and eat. Chipotle will go up to 50%. Krispy Kreme's has a huge, we don't even have one in Flag, and I promote them here. Panda Express will go up to 20. So ask for a little more. If you show your passion and show them what you're doing this for, people give more. All right, tax credit. Does not have to be all at once. If you are single, you can donate $200, married $400. But it doesn't have to be, here's a check for $400. Or like alumni, here's a check for $200 because we're in college and we can't afford a lot. It can be $20 a week, $20 payday, $50 a month. They can break that up till they reach that limit. And I am not an accountant, just so you know. I cannot guarantee anything on your taxes. Generally, you will get that money right back. It is like telling the state of Arizona, yes, I'm going to give you $400 in taxes, but I'm going to tell you where to go. Where it goes. Freudian slip. You get to pick where your tax money goes. It is silly for anyone not to do a tax credit. It boggles my mind when they don't. If you owe $200 and a married couple did $400, you should get that $200 back. It's like a little savings account. Like I said, you get to tell them where your money goes. You make your own forms. Coconuts do. I work with local accountants and I give them a stack of our forms. You have, clients that need a tax credit, use our organizations. We can actually pay, to be honest, we get like $40,000 to $50,000 a year in tax credits for our team. check everywhere you can. I have even gone to retirement homes. Anybody that graduates high school, I'm like, that's the last kid they had, where they can put their tax credit now. All alumni, we go crazy with this. Just double check your state tax laws.
Write letters to friends.
Yeah, we write letters to friends. We have actually a letter writing day where the kids have to bring at least 10 contacts and write 10 letters to these people saying, can I have your tax credit? So it's just a wonderful thing in Arizona. It's a blessing. If it ever goes away, we're going to cry. Coconut's tax credit forms. We don't even do a full page. 3 to a page on ours. Basically, who they're donating, the donor's name, phone number, and they get an option. Please, just to the coconut, special coconut. They can list a name. So, there's coconut in need, and I know that, so I'll direct mine to them. Or maybe just the travel costs of the coaches. To me, I don't think coaches should pay out of pocket to travel with the team. To me, that's critical. Does it happen? All the time. But that's it. That's how simple that is. When you're doing a sponsorship presentation, you want to keep them engaged, give them a brief history of your team. I am a coconut. I have been for 18 years, and 18 years, we have gotten over, $15 million in college scholarships for our students. Give them just something to make you stand out. Not everybody speaks first. How many people here, not you, can say what FIRST stands for? It's an acronym. Yes. Not many people know that. They don't speak. You know what? I'm at FSM for FIRST. I work with FLL, FTC, and FRC. Prior to this, I was at Vista. They're looking at me like, does anybody know what a Vista is?
Yeah. Senior volunteer.
Volunteer and Service to America. It is the same as Peace Corps, but for America. Everything we do is acronyms. They don't know that. Describe your team's learning and growing. What is it doing for the teams? What are your kids learning? Why is this important to them? Budget. Like I said, that nice little budget form, it's important. Why should they support your team? Why shouldn't they? We're giving them the honor and privilege to be a part of this. This is an incredible organization designed 100% for the children. Why aren't people helping out more? We're going to give you that opportunity to be one of the elite, to be with us. Bring a robot. I don't care how big it is. You have a little robot. And FLL robots, you can actually program to work with your cell phone. And you can drive it around while you're fundraising. Roman, sorry. You get the bigger robots, like the FTC or FRC. They can't make a complete sentence out of it. I did the robot. If you show a video of the team or the game, do not, under any circumstances, do it on your cell. If you don't have access to a presentation screen, fine, use an iPad, minimum. Because that little phone, when you're trying to show people, I get it. YouTube has great videos. Utilize them for FIRST, but use a bigger screen, at least an iPad. Practice. Practice at your parents' meetings. Practice in front of the school board. Go to the city and get on their calendar for one of their council meetings, just to present. Get the kids used to it. It's really hard to say no when you got 2 kids. Or high schoolers that are staying out of trouble by doing this. You can utilize every different level on this. Where do you find donors? Do you guys know what all of these people have in common here? During COVID, their profits soared. Half of the businesses we know went out of business. Not these guys. These guys made bank during COVID. Utilize it. Look for what's soaring right now. Utilize those. These guys during COVID were like the only people making money. And they made massive amounts. Utilize it. Go in there and ask for that marketing director, manager, owner, and get it. I'm out of time. Am I okay? All right. Crowdfunding. Donors choose for supports. GoFundMe is number one. Support my club at works at high school level and there's community service that is required. Hi, Pavon. Social media is the key to this. Does anybody here do a lot of crowdfunding? If you have a look at it, let me know. I have not had huge success. I don't tweet, I don't Twitter, I don't Instagram. I've tried. My phone just hates me and won't do it. But make your ask reasonable. Don't say, I need $50,000 by tomorrow. You know what? We need $1,000 in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Make it obtainable. And like I said, not everybody speaks the first language. No one knows what FLL means unless you're in first. You've got to spell that first Lego league out. Does everybody here have a favorite gas station where you stop all the time? Everybody, just we're all creatures of habit. I go in and get my Coke every morning. Go to do my Coke. And I've become friends with the gas station people. So one day I bring in my nice little one-page form. They say, carry them in a car. You don't leave home without a donation letter. And I ask, it's Chevron, corner of Butler and I-40. And I ask, I do robots, this because we've become friends because I'm there daily. And first thing the owner says is, I don't have any money to give away. I've done that twice a year. I'm like, it's okay, I don't want money. And the minute you say I don't want money, they're like, okay, I'm listening now. And I'm like, I want a gift card so I can get snacks and gas for our kids in the truck. $400. He was so excited I didn't want money. So I got a gift card. Sam's Club and Costco is good for $25 a month minimum. Did y'all know that? Go to that customer service desk. There's a form. They have their own form. You fill that out. Sam's Club gives like $2,000 a month to people that ask. So depending on how many people have asked that month, is how much you get. If only like 5 people, that's $500. But it's a gift card. Sam's Club, which they have gas and they have food. Actually, I say glasses, but you guys don't use this at level. Grocery stores. Some have their own forms. I have 3 Safeways in my town and Flagstaff. One always gives me some. One has never given me some. And the other one's a 50-50 shop. So you just go fill out their little forms. Hardware stores. Not only do they donate things that you need, they also have people there that can actually help you build things. If you are looking, I cannot believe you guys are cold. She's freezing.
So glad I sit by the window.
Go sit by the window. Have you checked with other first teams? There's teams that have been doing FLL for 15 years. Can you imagine the amount of Legos they have? Why are you going to go buy more Legos for your team when this team has 10 cases in storage? Ask. Also, maybe work with another team, work with a higher up team, an FRC or FTC team for a fundraiser. Trust me, having the cute little FLL kids there helps them too. And having the bigger robot helps you raise funds. Partner with the teams in your area to do fundraisers. I got to take electronic stores out of there. There aren't any anymore. Construction companies will help you with any safety gear. You need first aid kits? Check with a construction company. They have tons. Safety glasses, resilience. Construction companies are wonderful for helping out. All right. We make each kid have accountability on our teams. They are responsible for their travel, is what we tell them. It's up to you what you want to tell yours. Maybe with FLL, make it you're responsible for one snack a month. Or something. They need a buy-in. If you hand everything to everybody for free, they've learned nothing. So they can either help with fundraisers to pay for the team. We give them an amount. You're responsible for $300 this season. And like I said, this is a bigger robot, so younger, you can make it you're responsible for bringing in $100 for this season. Well, that's not even a whole tax credit. Give them a buy-in, give them something they have to work for and make it where they have to earn it. We do fundraisers by hourly wage. Say, this is what we brought in, divided up between how many kids worked it, how many hours we worked, there's your hourly wage. And that goes off their account. So they have that buy-in. Like I said, we break down in-state travel is generally $100 per student. Like I said, it's a bigger trip. Large donations and sponsors, you can do the same way. Don't forget, coaches should not have to pay for their travel. They just shouldn't. They're already volunteering so much of their time. So that things like that can be broken down into team accounts. When you're doing your fundraising, make sure you're branded. I mean, you all know who I work for. You've seen a couple people wearing these shirts. They're the higher ups. There's an Arizona First shirt right there. I don't know what teams you guys are with unless you're wearing a team shirt. So, brand everybody. Banners. You can actually get free banners from like Kinko's and stuff if you ask. I know Kinko's gives at least one a month away. Just get one. Ask. Everybody turn around and wave to Patty at the door. She works at headquarters as well. Robot. You know what? If I put your logo on my robot, what are you going to do for me? Do press releases. A lot of the newspapers, online blogs and stuff will let you do a little release that you're having a game or you did this in the last tournament. Post it everywhere on social media you can. Get your name out there. I actually have people back east that think the coconuts are part of the mafia. She's like, everywhere I go. She goes, I was in Detroit. I live in Massachusetts. I was in Detroit. And I'm standing there at the airport, and here comes this guy wearing a coconut hat. We have shirts printed up, just the front shirt, not the back with everything on it, that we trade with other teams to get the name out there. So we do have coconut stuff everywhere. We are not part of the mafia. Participate in as many community events as possible. Home Depot. I know they have like Saturdays where they have all these little demo things. Why not a robot demo? Why not? People want to know so much information once you're there. Parades. Just did 4th of July parade. It was fun. Libraries, sporting events, the fair. The fairs are coming up soon, guys. Don't you have a booth ready to go? We do. Everywhere you go. I've been at the county fair with robotics, just kicking it with the kids, and people come up and hand me a $100 bill. It's a great organization to help the kids out. You never know. Like I said, press releases. Check with your program delivery partners. Elaine, ask her, is there any demos? If not, ask the ones for FTC, Dave and Christine. Ask Annalisa for FRC. It does not have to be just one type of robot at a demo. Get your name out there. And when you do participate, show off any awards or trophies you've won. It's so important that people be proud. You've earned it. Reach out to alumni. You never know. Little tips. A successful team includes every member of the team, and you're only as strong as your weakest member. So if you're having this great meeting or at a competition and you have a kid sitting over here by themselves, who sticks out? Make them feel welcome. You can be part of the team. To me, that's huge. And every little bit of fundraising makes a huge difference. Has anybody here ever waited tables? You don't make a lot on the table, do you?
Depends on where you work.
But generally, you know, wait tables make $5. Well, I need to make $100 today. So how many tables now am I waiting? But then I get a $10. So maybe I only have to wait on 10. Every little bit adds up. Doesn't matter how you got there. It's that you got there. So take the little with the bigs. Gracious professionalism. You should know that. It should be ingrained into your system, what it means and why it matters. All right. Create that positive team image. Your team should be the team everybody else wants to be. That's who your team should be. When they see you coming, they're like, wow, look at that team. We want to be like that team. That should be you. Believe it or not, I'm not joking when I say people are everywhere and they're everywhere. I've actually had to kick a team out of an event for what was overheard in the bathroom because a judge was in the next stall. A couple girls went in there, got a little caddy. The team was asked to leave the event. Remember that. People are everywhere. We hear everything. And always be consistent. If you tell somebody, you know, we're fundraising for this, you know, we need this, and the guy says, you know, I'm really busy today, come back on Tuesday. If you say, yes, I'll be back on Tuesday, be back on Tuesday. If not, you've just left a bad taste in that guy's mouth for all of us. So be consistent when you do things. Resources. First fundraising toolkit is actually pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Firstinspires.org. I almost said US First. Firstinspires.org. There's a fundraising toolkit. Chief Delphi, I do not support, but a lot of teams are on there. Remember, that is not monitored, and it is not gospel. Okay, Chief Delphi is not monitored. Program delivery partners, check with them. You never know what they might know. Never hurts to ask. If you can figure out who your first senior mentor is, ask her. She might know. Oh, wait, that's me. And like I said, check with other teams. If you need to reach me, here's my contact.